All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. I hope to get through this video quite quickly. Everybody already knows new city release, Buenos Aires, Argentina is coming to Upland. I'm excited about this. I'm happy that Argentina won. Um, I'm still kind of deciding if I'm gonna take part in this city release, but it's all right. Things have been really slow the last, I would say, almost a month now. So I don't mind. I don't know. I don't mind the slowdown. I like it. It leaves opportunities to do other things. But yeah, let me just get into this one real quickly. So the capital of Argentina is coming into Upland, okay? And this will be launched on January 19th at 9, okay? Terminal registration on the 16th, that's a Tuesday, and then sale will be the following day, the Wednesday. The prices on these are quite interesting, and I'll get back to this uh, in a second. So the train terminal, what are the prices here? It did state the prices. Here we go. So train terminal is 475, and a airplane terminal is 1536. Okay, and it's not cheap to fly from anywhere. I'm assuming this is Brazil here. It's probably the cheapest to get from there. I'm not really sure what country this is, but it's by train. But everything else is in the thousands of upics, okay, just to get to Buenos Aires. So I'm not sure if Doha is still free in Qatar. Maybe you guys could fly out there and find your way to what I don't know what this one is. I'm not really sure what this one is, but it's probably the cheapest at 80, or I guess this is Brazil, maybe. I don't know what this one is either. I'm not really sure of these airport codes. Just take some time and look them up, and that would be the cheapest. But it's not a whole lot. I think it's one, two, three, four. I think about six in total, right? Yeah, six neighborhoods are being released. It's a tier four city. 30% of it will be FSA. So I believe what's gonna happen, maybe all of this one here and another part of one of these maybe, or maybe all of this one here will be all FSA, kind of like how they did Rio. It'll be interesting to see which one of these neighborhoods are. Oh, it says it right here. So yeah, I think this is it right here, right? So this whole city's an FSA city. So all the new players, the visitors, the pros, uplanders, all those guys. If you're under 100K, you'll be able to buy up the city. Obviously, you only can buy about three properties a day, I think it is, or three properties a week. I don't remember exactly what it is, but you have a whole city to yourself. Everybody else, we got down here. I don't know, like I said, if I'm going to be taking part in this one, so I may not do a video, guys, on some of the things to look for or whatever it is. I'm kind of trying to focus more on acquiring a vehicle in the game. So where my upics are, I believe, based on the last sale that we had, one, on how close I was to getting a vehicle, and two, the amount those vehicles were at the time. I said I better try and put myself in a position to see if I can acquire one of these vehicles. So that's the main reason. If I don't take part in it, that would be the main reason why I pass on it. So yeah, guys, you guys can check it out. There's the rest of the cities are eventually going to be released. So after the next sale of cars, if I get a car, then whichever one of these, I think there are 27 cities in total. No, sorry, 48 neighborhoods. All of them will be opened up. So you're not missing out on anything getting in here. There's only going to be 11 to 17 collections, so it's going to be very hard to get collections when the city opens because yes, they're going to do expansions, and I don't believe that they're going to have maybe one collection. Maybe it could be one collection per city, or sorry, per neighborhood, but there's 48 neighborhoods. So it's going to be really hard to get the collection. So you're not really going into Buenos Aires trying to get any of these collections because they're going to be quite difficult. Everyone's going to be gunning for them. Um, so 17,500 will be the start. It's a tier 4 city, like I said, and future expansion. So, as well as Upland opening Buenos Aires, they plan to do the FIFA, how they did the FIFA legits, just like how they're going to do the Argentina Football League. So, that's something I will be keeping a very close eye on and see how it goes. If it goes exactly like that, then I'm good. Like I really like the FIFA legits. Those were really fun to collect. And if they do it the same way where the fan scores and stuff like that, which I believe is something they're going to do, that will be good. Trying to accumulate as many of these legits as possible and boost your fan score as much as possible, so you're eligible for the spotlight mementos. And I think Upland did mention in the AMA that they're going to bring spotlight mementos for the Argentina Football Association. And from some of the highlights that I did see, their league looked very entertaining and a lot of goals from the top two teams, anyways, were being scored. I'm not. There wasn't much else information on the rest of the league, just the top two teams, and these guys did a really good job of scoring a lot of points, a lot of goals. Sorry. So yeah, and also so another thing that because Upland is has been kind of slow, if you haven't really been, wondering why or asking yourself what's going on in Upland, to be honest, my belief is that it's a buyer's market. That's why, like, I was on Twitter and a couple of the NFLPA, and I should have put that as a topic too. So the NFLPA meta, or not really NFLPA, but just meta ventures in is what I'm talking about, where two meta venture owners aren't really happy on how busy things are and not making sales on a regular basis. They have some of them have multiple, some have one. So it's just something to see right now for us, the players. Like I've been spending quite a bit of time. I haven't bought any in about a week and a half or so, but I was buying up a lot of block explorers, and these block explorers are even cheaper now than when I was buying. So there's a lot of opportunities there. I'm buying and holding block explorers for the future. We'll see what can come from that or what angle I can use with these things. So I was here. Let me jump on Upland. Okay, so I was searching the Bronx, right? And just randomly I decided let me go on sale price. And who I discovered, where is it? No, 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 no. Why are you not showing yourself now? Is it the Bronx? Yeah, it was the Bronx. Let me try again. There we go. So Abdullah is selling out of the Bronx. So I think the Bronx is one of those cities that dropped a ton. So I guess Abdullah is letting go a lot of his properties. Look how many of his stuff that he's letting go right now in the Bronx. Like he's got a ton of properties. So when Abdullah starts selling, it means something, right? And he bought these dirt cheap, like 2,000. Like that's nothing. So his profit on these are massive. Right? And that's the thing. There's a lot of cities right now that you can get in. You can get in nodes that are fairly cheap, um, to buy into. You can just buy one property, build a structure on it, and probably double your money in like 3 to 4 months. I've done that already. I haven't sold a property yet, so I can't say I have gotten any profit from doing this. But I bought in at a very cheap price. Like for example, I bought in one node in Kansas City for $50,000, right? The next property that's up for sale, the lowest, the floor, if I remember, is 100 and I think 25,000, 125,000 UPIX, right? And the next one after that is 150. The one that I have is actually bigger than those two. So mine could be like 100. I could sell it for about 150 to about 160,000 UPIX. So getting into nodes, buying up those properties that are in nodes or nodes that are growing and just holding for the long term, give a couple five, 4 or 5 months, and you'll be able to mark it up to these types of markups, and it won't be a big deal to the next person buying it because they see that, okay, well, this is the floor, like, or that's the cheapest one, and yes, the markup may be 2 or 300%, but everywhere else it's 1,000, 700, 600, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of opportunities here, guys, in slow markets like this in Upland. It's a buyer's market. Get in there, buy block explorers, buy properties in nodes, look for things that you weren't able to buy previously, especially the block explorers, right? I focused a lot of time on block explorers. When I said I focused about maybe 3 weeks straight on just purchasing, no, maybe about a month. Like I was purchasing block explorers once round of 16 started in Upland, where I knew, if it's around the 16, I believe it's around the 16, where they weren't selling too many more legits, or after they had reported that they'd made that mistake with front loading all the rares and exclusives. I wasn't buying anymore. I wasn't, not because of them, but I just wasn't, because I was satisfied with where my fan score was. So at that time, I started purchasing a lot of block explorers, and now like I went from maybe having under 10 to over 40 block explorers right now. A lot of the block explorers I bought that I wanted. I still have a list here. I probably have a list of possibly 50 block explorers. No, maybe more than that, to be honest. Let's say about 50 to 60 block explorers that I want to purchase. And to be honest, I got a lot of them on the list. I keep adding all the time, but I've been seeing deals, so I've just been writing down where these deals are, where the shops are, and just keeping track that way, because the prices are going down on a lot of things in the game right now. So, and with this new city being released, expect properties to drop even more in the game for people liquidating to earn some UPIX if they haven't collected as much UPIX as they would like to get into a new city. But most likely, there's a high possibility people are going to liquidate for that. So that's something to consider, guys. And my last topic is, I just found it strange, right? So anytime Upland does something like this, it usually means it's going to be an Upland. Okay? So there was like this, I was just on Twitter and I saw some people talking about the WWF being sold. So I'm like, I kind of, not really, but kind of was like a wrestling fan a long time ago, from when it was WWF. Like I know all the classic guys, not know all of them, but a lot of them. So I from Macho Man Randy Savage all the way up to like I would say when I really was into it was when like Diesel and all those guys left and went to WCW and created a new world order and all that stuff. But so um AEW started in 2019 and it took off. So once I saw this, like I'm like, yo, does that mean wrestling is gonna come to Upland? And I believe it could be posters because I remember back in the day, that's what the wrestling issued was a lot of posters. So it could be something like that. I don't know, but this is something that we all have to keep in mind for the future. Anytime you see Upland dressed into anything, it's coming to Upland. So that was one of the things that I noticed the other day when I was surfing on Twitter. It'd be quite interesting if it does make it to Upland, but we'll see what happens there. All right, guys. So that's it for me. I'll probably try and do on today's one. Maybe I'll do another video tomorrow. I probably look into this AEW, if I'm saying it right. I'm not really sure, and see what's really happening, if it's actually in Upland or will be coming to Upland. But the focus right now is Buenos Aires and all of that. But guys, I'm telling you, there's plenty of opportunities right now to buy things that you weren't able to purchase before, and even to selling on the sell side is very slow. I'm not even gonna lie. So a lot of these things that you're getting for a deal, you're not buying them right now to sell them right now. You're buying them to hold, to give it a month, 2 months. When the market kind of picks back up again and people start buying, you can start selling stuff. Because I have some uh, memento spotlights that I had for the FIFA. Like I had like one that would, when it's boosted, give you like 18,000 points, and that never even sold before the contest was over. So right now it's kind of just there. It's probably not going to go anywhere. It's not going to get sold. But anyways, that's how it goes. But so the women's FIFA's coming up, so maybe things will pick up then. People who own Meta Ventures, just be calm, just be patient. Things will change. I think there's, I believe there's a shift coming. The crypto markets is starting to slowly inch its way back up. I don't know if this is like a fool's rally or what, but eventually things will pick up, and I know a lot of that traffic will come over to Upland. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching another episode of Everyday Upland. If you guys like the comments, leave I'm sorry. If you guys like the episode, leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you guys know when I come on here on my live. And thank you all once again for watching. And I'll see you next time. Good night.